Sagittarius, you know, I have a lot of that in my chart, and I really do have to break free sometimes, and I gotta do my own thing sometimes. This is gonna be your first proofread for the month of October with me, Kendrick from Providence. Let's see. Oh, you got a choice to make, right? Some decisions, maybe travel, you know? How do you feel about the choices that you've made, right? What were the effects of the choices? And how has your choice now defined, you know, you? How has it changed your relationships? How have your relationships changed over time, right? Problem solving in an objective way, you know, and trying to actually see where your blind spots are too, because this could have to do with blind spots for you in some kind of way, shape, or form. So if it's like you might be a Sag, but then you might have like a Scorpio rising, so your blind spot would be Libra. So this message is for some of you out there who are a Scorpio rising, who are Sag suns. But yeah, this is saying that like there may have been like some fears in regards to a relationship, or there might have been some emotional blockages in some relationships, some emotional detachment from relationship, maybe having to cut ties from a relationship that affected you in some kind of way, you know, not allowing yourself to feel vulnerable. I don't know. In relationships, but this is like having to make a choice that's only a choice that you had to make for yourself, a powerful choice that changed things in the way that you saw things, right? And it was a choice that was made to bring about balance and pleasure. You know, you're even choosing to change where you may be living or changing a job, right? Or you might even be thinking about if you want to invest in something, in a home, invest in a space or whatever it is, you know? Okay, I think that I also shuffled it enough times. Let's go ahead and lay it out. All right, so definitely changes that have been occurring. You might have even felt, you know, like you needed to think about where you were going. It's Neptune, so it's the higher octane of Venus. It's talking about what is going to bring me the most pleasure, you know, what's going to be most ideal for me, what's the most ideal environment for me, that type of thing. So you're thinking about that, you're looking around for that, you're trying to make sense of where you are now, you're trying to establish a sense of clarity in a new environment, right? That's what that's talking about. Or you might be seeking clarity and just changing up your environment might have to do with that. This also is like realizing, thinking about where you might be vulnerable to your environment in whatever kind of way, like how your environment affects you, what your environment triggers from you, you know what I mean? Those are ways that you are affected by your environment, okay? And this is needing to feel very safe in an environment too, right? This is like fear of exposure or something like that. Not wanting to get too close to something, needing more space, needing more time alone and to be in your space too. Right? That's what I'm getting, Sag. Like just trying to get comfortable, right? Because sometimes the hangman is like waiting, trying to let the dust settle, or trying to let the shift or the changes like really start to become clear in like the way that things are happening or are meant to be. It's like, okay, now I feel like I'm in the right place, you know? So there's a little bit of a sense of like discomfort that might be coming in the environment that you're in, but it's like just probing the environment, trying to wait for the right time to like express, show, create things, nurture things in the way that they're meant to be. It's almost kind of like I can't necessarily contribute to the environment yet because it's not, or contribute to the change or seek the change yet because like it's just not ready. It hasn't finished baking, that type of thing. You're also waiting for like kind of like to be like, you know, rescued. I feel like you feel like you gave a lot to something and now you're waiting for like what it can give back to you. The Ace of Cups is talking about a new beginning that brings emotional fulfillment, right? Healing from something, a change, right? It's kind of like, I need this change so that I can begin to heal. Right? And here we go. We got change that's bringing things into form for you. So you're at a new place, probably. You're kind of like going on this new journey, of course, right? This journey of change. And it's like when you commit to change, you know, you got to see it through. So this is like, maybe I'm feeling uncomfortable because I don't have all of the accoutrement, right, that I'm used to, because this is related to the second house, even though this is Capricorn. So it's saying like, I kind of want things to be a certain way, but in order for me to like see things change, I'm going to have to be flexible. I'm going to have to allow myself to endure this moment of discomfort, because things will definitely improve and they definitely will get better and they definitely will come to a sense of balance in that type of way. But it's kind of like also weighing out the real realities of moving or changing, right? Or the risks of that, right? So behind the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Swords, which is talking about thinking in a very mature way, being honest with yourself and honest with others. You know what I mean? It's not holding back what you mean to say, that type of thing. It's Libra, and it's related to the Empress and the Three of Swords. So it's like, I've learned so much right now, and I'm not willing to go back on the things that I now know. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know some truths for yourself now, right? Very defining moment for you. Okay. Right. Very defining moment. You know your truths now, and it's kind of like, the past is of the past, and moving forward, things are going to definitely be different. And I have this new foundation that I am working on, you know, or a new passion that I'm seeking, right? New passion about life that you're seeking. Behind the Two of Pentacles, the Tower. So it definitely is talking about change in a relationship, or, you know, a change in your life. Okay, the Tower is saying no turning back. So this is definitely coming to a place of endings. The Tower brings about early endings. So there was a situation that you probably thought would have gone a little bit longer, or you would have had a little bit more time there, or you would have had a little bit more basically time. It's not that anymore. It's over, and you're now beginning to rebuild. Right? So you have the chance to rebuild, new foundations, all of that. It's good. You know, the Tower is kind of like the aftermath of change. Sudden change. Right? And it's relationships as well, because the Queen of Swords is there and she rules the 7th house, and the Tower is a 7. So now, you know, you've made a change, very definitive, no turning back. Embrace it. Okay? Or embrace the change that you see coming. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, Sag. Follow me on Instagram, Providence Tarot, NYC Kendrick. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Comment.